Hi everyone, welcome back to TS Talks. Hope you're all doing well. Now, today's topic is something I spoke about last year on my fourth episode of TS Talks. Now, roughly a year later, I'm back talking about Madeline and McCann. Now, last year I spoke about how much millions has been put into this single investigation, yet so many people have their child go missing and don't receive the same support. Now I don't know the motives of this coming up in the news again recently, but truth be told, I don't care. I'm not being heartless, I'm not being cold, but the reality of it is there's people like Belly Mujinga who died of COVID-19 following being spat at whilst working at Victoria Station, yet they want to come out and tell us that there's not enough evidence to continue an investigation, yet millions has been pumped into this child who went missing following her parents' negligence. That's the reality of it. The child went missing after her parents' negligence. Her parents left her in a hotel room with her sibling, if I'm correct, whilst they went to go and drink at a bar. Now, as a father of two kids, can you imagine if that was me? Father leaves children unattended to go on drinking session. I can actually see the headline now. That is exactly what the article would say, and it'd be on the bloody Sun, with a picture of me, and be slating me saying, "Oh, what sort of dad is this guy?" sort of thing. So I'm not trying to hear that. The reality of it is we require justice for that lady. Do I know the lady? No. Never met her a day in my life. But at the end of the day, she died following, being spat at by someone who said he had coronavirus. Now, this is a country which is known for having, the most CCTV. And, with how methods of transport is now, surely you can trace the coward who spat and track them back to somewhere, put his face on advertising boards, put his face on the wanted list. The same way when you was looking for people caught up in the riots and I see 20 faces or 40 faces inside a bloody newspaper and I see wanted faces, the same wanted faces on advertising boards around the place, you can do the exact same thing here. I don't want to hear, there's not enough evidence. Well, you can find an image of someone. If this is someone, I presume working on the gate line, surely there's footage there. You can find footage of this person. I'm not trying to hear that crap, Like at the end of the day, I don't want to hear stuff about the CCTV footage either. I don't want to hear, it's not clear enough. Because you know what? If it's not clear enough, don't have it. Either have footage that's clear enough or don't have it at all. I don't want to hear about this wishy-washy sort of stuff. It kind of reminds me of Crime Watch sometimes. They say, these are the wanted faces. And, some of the wanted faces, the image is so blurry. So what's the point? Scrap your wanted face if it's like, if you have footage that's dead down, no point in having it. That's the reality of it is. And I know Victoria Station, I used to commute there quite a lot when I used to work in that area. I know, regardless of if it's National Rail or Underground, there is tons of cameras within that station. You can trace that person back to somewhere, And if their image of where they was at the time when the incident occurred, there wasn't the best image possible, you can find an image of that person. So when they move somewhere else within that train station, 100%, that's facts. This country is known for being known as, Big Brother. Cameras follow you more or less everywhere you go, more or less except, toilets. That's the reality of it is, cameras follow you everywhere. They're able to trace your steps. I'm not trying to hear, there's not enough evidence and whatnot. Mate, put some work into it. I keep hearing about these millions of this being put into this. We think we found another suspect. No. You're going to find justice for this lady, and you're going to find it this year. Not talking about, try to bring up Madeline McCann again. I'm not trying to hear that. Is this like a yearly June thing now? Because this come up last June and I spoke about it. Now it's June again, you want to bring it up. No, we're not trying to hear about this. We require justice for this lady. We require it now. That's the reality of it is, You got people living in poverty, not just in this country, but all over the world. But yet you're telling me over 11 million has gone into this one investigation. 11 million. Are you taking a mick? I'm not asking for you to give me 11 million. I wouldn't even classify myself as living in poverty. Some people may say, you could have this, you could have that, I'm okay. That's the reality of it. But there's people that's struggling out there. You can imagine how much 11 million would go towards people that's, homeless, people that are there using the food banks and stuff. You can imagine how much 11 million would do going towards that, or going towards people that's, been on the front line in supermarkets the last few months, coming into contact probably with many people that, probably either had or known someone that's had this coronavirus. The people on the front line in the NHS. Could you imagine how much 11 million could do? So much help to many people. Yet every year you want to talk about this one person again. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, it is sad. It's a sad case. I wouldn't want for my child to go missing. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone either. But at the end of the day, I think it's bang out of order that every year that something is brought up about this. Yeah, all these millions of pounds are pumped in. Yeah, after some what is it, Poxy 2-3 week investigation, you're gonna say, oh yeah, there's not enough evidence to see it through. Get out of here, man. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm literally sick and tired of the crap. That's the reality of it. I'm sick and tired of the crap. To be honest with you, that's it for me, because if I continue, I'll probably end up going on for about another good 30-40 minutes about it, because there's a lot of nonsense stuff that happens, and the reality of it is I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of the nonsense, and like of many of the other stuff I spoke about, it's time that we're speaking up for stuff, and in a lot of my next videos, there's some people that I'm going to be expecting to hear them speak up about certain things that they've encountered, because there's certain people that try to of our descent that work in certain environments that I'm sure in their time they've gone through some stuff and they ain't said it, whether maybe because they feel they can't say it, but I fully know, and I'll speak about it. So make sure you're subscribed and you're ready for the next video. But yeah, I hope you stay blessed. And that's it for me, man. Take care. Peace.